A $6.3 million grant coming to Scottsbluff Public Schools to improve school-based mental health services. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, officials at Scottsbluff Public Schools have announced the district has received a 5-year, $6.3 million grant from the U.S. Department of Education for school-based mental health services. One of 102 grants awarded nationwide, the award is designed to strengthen the district's ongoing implementation of strategies in the area of trauma-informed practices, restorative practices, universal support practices, and systems, and other areas that promote healthy student behaviors and attitudes. Superintendent Dr. Andrew Dick says the grant will allow the district to continue successful programs and services piloted through their current school climate transformation grant, as well as expand existing mental health services with the hiring of school-based social workers. Dr. Dick added that the federal grant will invest a significant portion of the $6.3 million directly into the local economy. Executive Director of Student Services Wendy Kemling led the grant writing effort and will oversee its implementation. Well, a Scottsbluff County jury has found a rural Scottsbluff woman guilty of exploiting a vulnerable elderly woman by forging names on real estate documents and trying to sell the associated property. 47-year-old Londa Neal stood trial last week on charges of second-degree forgery over $5,000 and attempted theft by taking with value over $5,000. Court documents allege the name and signature of the victim were forged onto a 2021 quitclaim deed that would transfer joint interest in a property on Page Drive to Londa Neal. No sentencing date has been set as of broadcast time, but she could face anywhere from 0 to 20 years in prison when she's sentenced by District Judge Andrea Miller. We'll have more news right after this.
Swipe right, swipe left, endlessly searching. Finding the perfect match isn't always perfect, but it can be when it comes to finances. Nora found the perfect business loan. Jenny opened her first savings account. Grammy loves her checking account. We found a match for Wilson Farms. The Sandersons were matched with a mortgage. Regardless of your financial situation, Platte Valley Bank will match you with the perfect solution. Find your match at Platte Valley Bank.
Welcome back. A new specialty plate introduced this month will raise funds to support educational programs by History Nebraska. The new plate, designed in likeness to the Good Life highway signs, is now available through the Department of Motor Vehicles. History Nebraska Marketing Manager Chris Goforth says the Good Life signs we see on the highways have been a part of our history since the early 1970s, and now people can showcase the good life everywhere they go while supporting educational programs at our museums and virtual programs across the state. The specialty plate was made possible thanks to the 2021 Nebraska legislature and the bill introduced by Senator John Kavanaugh of Omaha. Well, Nebraska Congressman Mike Flood has been named by the House Republican Steering Committee to serve on the Financial Services Committee for the 118th Congress. Flood says it's an honor to be named to the committee and that there's important work to be done on the committee to grow and protect the economic well-being and freedom of Americans as the country's financial system evolves into a digital economy. The Financial Services Committee has federal jurisdiction over banking, capital markets, housing, insurance, international finance, money and credit, and urban development. And Governor Jim Pillen is encouraging Nebraskans to get more active and develop health habits to help lead a full life, especially as they get older. During a news conference in Lincoln, Pillen was decked out in a Husker jacket and tennis shoes to lead the governor's walk inside the state capitol building. Pillen said he has learned that as you age, wellness is everything.
I learned a number of years ago there's such a thing as a functional life and a geriatric life. Obviously, each one of us, no matter what age, we get a little older. And the one thing that's the solution to a functional life, that if you want to do whatever you do at 30 years of age until God calls you home, is you exercise 30 or 40 minutes a day. It is the one pill that is sustainable, and it keeps you from a whole lot of pills.
Statistics show a quarter of Nebraska adults do not get the amount of activity they should, and obesity among the state's adult population was 36% in 2021, up 28% from 10 years earlier. Interim Nebraska Medical Officer Dr. Matthew Donahue says the goal should be 150 minutes of physical activity a week, and that can be broken up into segments as small as 10 minutes at a time.
Allo means reliability, productivity, connect. Allo means no more of that. Allo means business. Local business, big business, small business. If you need reliable phone and internet connectivity, you need Allo. Local service and same-day dispatch. Free installation, symmetrical upload and download speeds. If your business relies on communication, rely on Allo. Allo means business. Visit allofiber.com/business.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank.
Highlights from the weekend, plus some early week Cougar hoops on tap for tonight. Let's go ahead and work from Saturday back on our high school basketball from the weekend. At Scottsbluff High, it was a huge home victory for the Bearcat girls as they beat Cheyenne East 69-55, ending the T-Birds winning streak at 48 straight games. East was going for the all-time Wyoming record for consecutive wins, but simply put, Scottsbluff the better team in this one. They got 4 players in double figures. Anna Kelly led with 19. Peyton Berta scored 18. Paige Horn and Marley Lockham are also scoring in double figures. The Lady Cats put up a huge fourth quarter, 25 points, and that included a pair of Berta threes and 11 total points in the quarter from Kelly. For Scottsbluff, it was their 7th straight win. They've gone from 4-4 to 11-4 over the last few weeks. In the boys' game, more fourth quarter struggles for the Bearcats. After losing on a buzzer beater at Central on Friday night, they were in a position to pick up a key home win over East, but down the stretch in the fourth quarter, Scottsbluff went 0 for 5 at the free throw line, and East outscored Scottsbluff 11-8 in the fourth. Scottsbluff dropping to 8-6. Both Bearcat teams set to play tomorrow night at Chadron. We'll have it 107-3 the trail around 5:15. On Friday night, a home split for Gering against Gordon Rushville. In the early game, the Mustangs able to slip past the Gering girls 41-35. Nikki Todd led Gering in scoring with 10 points. For the Gering girls, 9 straight losses. Meanwhile, for Gordon Rushville, they won their 8th in a row, and they're now 11-1 on the season. In the boys' game, it was Gering able to rally back to pick up their 2nd straight win after beating Wheatland on Thursday. Gering beating Gordon Rushville 47-43. Uriah Wybera, the leading scorer for the Bulldogs. He had 17. Gering will be in action again on Friday with home games against Chadron before hosting Scottsbluff on Saturday. We'll have Cougar basketball coverage coming up tonight with both the women and men coming off disappointing weekends. The women went 0-2 at home over the weekend. The men 0-2 on the road at Casper. It's the Cougars at rival EWC tonight with Chuck Schwartz on KMOR starting at 5:15 for pregame. Women will tip first at 5:30. And plenty of wrestling results from the weekend. You can find all that on the website. The Scottsbluff boys and girls showed well at Schuyler, while the Gering boys were in Montana with a top 3 finish, and the Gering girls won a small home invite over the weekend. Check for the results on the website. That is the latest today from right here at the FNBO Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
Culture trumps everything else.
In my years, I've never worked for a company that treats people the way this one does.
It is my passion for agriculture that brought me here in the first place, but not only that, there's a huge family-oriented atmosphere within the 21st Century Equipment.
I love working for 21st. They found something in me that I didn't know in myself. An intern to where I'm at now is such a great opportunity, and that is what this company is about.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. Community Calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust.
Fly United Airlines operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. Our personalized trust services can help you do just that. You've worked hard to build your legacy, and you want to make sure that gets passed on for generations to come. We offer the professional guidance necessary to ensure that happens, according to your wishes. We pride ourselves in being friendly and professional while offering a highly tailored full line of trust and estate planning services to accommodate you. You belong here.
And finally tonight, Scottsbluff High School math teacher and math club sponsor Shelby Alberg has been named a 2022 Edith May Sliff Award winner. The Edith May Sliff Awards for distinguished mathematics teaching in middle school and high school are given annually to middle school and high school teachers who have done outstanding work to motivate students in mathematics by participating in one of the MAA American Mathematic competitions. Alberg is one of 23 awardees nationwide and the only award winner from Nebraska. He was nominated by Bluff Middle Schools for his work with the BMS Math Counts program. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.